Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle, and I'm here to do a love reading for Gemini. Wherever you have Gemini in your chart, we all have it somewhere, so this could be for you. Please take what resonates and leave the rest because you know your story best. And also remember, well, let me say, I'm going to be doing the reading with my brain. All this stuff came into my brain at once. Angelic messenger cards. I'm looking at you and the and your person, and so roles can be reversed because it's just tapping into the energy. So apply it as it fits. And Jojo made it. Hello, thanks for being here, Gemini King. And yeah, thank you all for liking, subscribing, and sharing. All right, let's dive in. On your side, we have forgiveness, which is always a good thing. Forgiveness essentially unsticks you from a situation, a person, you know. It it brings you freedom. And on your person side, we have joy. All right. So I'm just going to dive in. Using to begin with, whoa, cards going everywhere. Cray. Um, Lightseer's deck. Wow, I'm having some interesting like little brain freezes. Not brain freeze, but like suddenly my brain's like, what? What's happening? Um, so I don't know if you're like having trouble thinking, if you're, typically Geminis are like all about the mind and ideas and figuring things out. So I wonder if you're having some trouble with that. Anyway, let's see, what is this forgiveness about for you? We have we have the Three of Swords and the Devil. I'm I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at a particular Gemini I know who is dealing with a Capricorn who broke their heart. And you're getting into a place of forgiveness around what happened. And I'm not sure if the person that this reading is about is this person or not. As we dive in, we should get a better feel for this. But regardless of what's happening between you and your person in this reading, you are coming to a place of being able to acknowledge and allow that things happen the way they did. It was very unfortunate and painful, but you're coming out of it and you're just like, you know what? I'm not going to let this keep me stuck anymore. I'm moving on. Um, which is beautiful. I love that. So on your person's side, we have joy. What is this joy about? Seven of Swords and Eight of Pentacles. So this person, the person in this reading is creeping away, maybe trying to do something, work on something that is kind of devious. Um, or trying to steal away in the night, steal something. Something weird's going on here. Um, I mean, sometimes the Seven of Swords can be about protection, protecting themselves, focusing on their work, building their money up, their knowledge, their skills. But this is This is interesting that there's joy coming from doing something that is a little bit devious, but they're not getting away with it. Or maybe they tried to do something devious and then they just were like, "Oh, I don't know though." Let me get a clarifier on the 7 of swords. I'm a little bit confused. 8 of swords clarifying the 7 of swords. Tremendous anxiety about something that was done. Focusing on themselves, their work. Tremendous anxiety about being deceptive. Why does I'm confused why why this clarifies joy. I don't know. Let's just move on. Maybe it'll become clear as we move forward. All right. I'm going to use my Radiant Rider Waite deck. I want to know what you think about this person. What comes to mind when you think of this person? The 10 of Wands and the 7 of Swords. Okay. So it's really feeling like this person in this reading is the one who you are working on forgiving, or maybe coming to a place of forgiveness. This has been a huge burden. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, this is what you think about them. I feel like they've caused some incredible amount of burden on you because of being deceptive. Maybe maybe you see them as carrying that burden because of their actions, having caused you considerable amount of pain through some kind of toxic behavior, um, their own addictions, whatever. Um, but you see right through this person, whether they know that or not. Their deception, and maybe you don't know that their deception actually created a lot of anxiety in them. Which it often can. I mean, anybody who's being deceptive, they don't wanna get caught, and so they can be, like, really fearful about being caught. But what do they think about you? What comes to mind when they think of Gemini? Temperance, Sagittarian energy. I know a certain Gemini who, practically loathes this card because it often speaks of patience, and, Geminis don't. Yeah, they can struggle with patience sometimes. It's just what they want right now. Right now and right now. No waiting. But temperance is also about finding the balance. One reader, I think she's Kay's Tarot, she talks about how to her it speaks of turning on the water, the cold and the hot until you get that perfect warm temperature. So so this is how they think of you: finding your balance, being patient, and 8 of Pentacles, focusing on your work, doing what you do best, um, just putting your head down and yeah, focusing on your money, building your skills, your knowledge, and you're just biding your time. You're not, I don't know. They think of you as just I get the sense that you are not interacting with them, that you've gone to your corner. It's interesting too because for them, they also got 8 of coins, that or Eight of Pentacles, clarifying joy. So maybe you both have gone to your separate sides, separate corners of the ring, and you're just kind of diving into work as a way to get yourselves out of your heads around what's happened, but also as a way to kind of, there's a sense of you both processing what's happened through diving into your work. Because sometimes, just losing yourself in your craft and whatever you do, there's there it can be very healing in itself, and it can bring epiphanies when you're not focused on the problem at hand. So I want to go to my guardian tarot. I want to know how you feel about this person. How do you feel? Oh, two cards came out. I gotta pull them both. So this is funny. So we got Temperance again, and we've got King of Cups. You feel like you're biding your time. How they see you, how they think of you, and how you feel are very similar. Um, and you have a lot of emotion for this person. You have some compassion for this person. There's a desire to, like, there's protective energy here. He's got the baby, and wanting to care for them. You love them. There's huge love here between, for you, from you to that, how you feel about them. um and it's interesting too, the colors. It's very, um the blue, it's cooling and it's healing. You're finding your balance, and you're maybe discovering that you've always known that you love them despite what's happened, despite all the heartbreak they've caused. Oh, interesting. There's a couple figures here in the background. So it's like people looking on as you kind of lean into your love, your undying love. And it doesn't it it feels like a nurturing, compassionate kind of love, where you understand why they did what they did, why they were deceptive, and you just, this is a part of the forgiveness. So, I mean, and with Temperance, I mean, you're being patient, again, finding that balance. So maybe there's patience as this feeling grows, as you're able to get out of the pain and the hurt and into a place of understanding. Um, it's a, you're becoming very, emotionally, there's an emotional maturity here, which I just have to give you kudos. Like, it's a really big deal. And if you're not there yet, you're working on it. You're getting there. It's Yeah. Yeah. So how do they feel about you? Four of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. They see you as their long-term partner, com- committing to you. I mean, typically this is a card of marriage or some kind of long-term commitment. It doesn't always mean love. It can be, it can even be committing to oneself, but this is how they feel about you. They want, I don't know, I'm getting the sense that they want to show up for you in a new way. They want to reciprocate. They want to be a trusted friend and companion to you, care for each other. Um, they have really big feelings for you, and they're thinking about. So interesting because it's holding the face here, but it's like, it's like a hologram or something. Like they're thinking about how they miss your presence. So, um, la, 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 what am I doing? I'm gonna go with the Tarot of Mystical Moments. I'm curious. Oh, and the dragons made it. Hello. So, what are your next actions towards this person? Six of Cups and Judgment. You're you're reviewing all that's happened between the two of you. Maybe this person has been in your life for a long time, and you feel there is very much this protective energy that you feel towards them, and you're looking at this connection as a whole, and you're reviewing what has transpired over all this time. And are you deciding to go back? Maybe that remains to be seen. I guess it depends on their actions. But your next actions feel internal. Unless this person actually comes forward, and I'll pick those next, but it feels like you're kind of like, we'll see, but no matter what, I love them. They're my family. So so what are their next actions? The Tower. I really love this tower. Oops. And the Page of Swords. So they're creating. Okay. So the Page of Swords can be like the spying card. Um in this deck, he's standing on all the books. And it's like it makes me think of like creating some kind of tower through doing some kind of research and then imparting the knowledge that's been learned because of the seeds that are blowing off in the wind. It's like as something breaks down, they want to infuse it with love and help build it back up again. But they're wanting to be smart about it. He's got the graduation cap on. There's a desire for a new beginning, but something needs to crumble first. A way of thinking, uh, certain habits or beliefs, but infusing love into the situation to be able to start over again. Why talk when you can stalk? But this doesn't feel like creepy stalking to me. Whatever spying is going on, it's happening as a way to become more intelligent about how to deal with the situation because there is love here, this trying to hold something together but knowing you can't, and so being there to help rebuild, something like this. So, and pages are about communication. So this person is communicating. Maybe that they're sorry that they hurt you, that they broke down this situation and that they want a new beginning. And here you are and you're kind of in this place of judgment. Do I or don't I? I love this person. I feel like they're my family. Um Huh. Okay, so let me go to. I'll go to the Dreaming Way Tarot for potential outcome here. Seven of Swords on your side. Seven of Swords again. This is the third time this card has shown up. And Five of Wands. Okay. um, it feels like your judgment is not about coming together. Your judgment is about forgiving what's happened, forgiving this person in the past, having compassion and love for them, but you're not willing. Like, I feel like that if you try this again, it's going to end up being the same as it was before. There's going to be drama, there's going to be arguing, maybe deception again. Maybe you're just like, I from everything that's happened already, you're running away. You're like, "No, I don't want I don't I just don't even wanna do this again." And your person, potential outcome for them, we have the 2 of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups. Ah, so let's say you do decide to give it another try because, he's got his hand on his heart. He's like, this person is communicating to you. I've learned my lesson. I want to tell you all about it. I want to show you what I've learned. But then you find out they're juggling. You find out that they're up to the same shenanigans as before, that they're squandering your cup. Or maybe they end up in a situation where they're juggling you and someone else. And somebody else, like once again, they do the thing, they're deceptive, whatever, and then somebody squanders their cup, their love, because they can't they can't figure out how to just be at peace, how to just calm down. Cut out the nonsense. I don't know that this person really knows what they want. And I feel like whether you do or don't decide to give this another try, it's going to end in there's somebody's going to be sad. And I get the sense this is you. Where you're just like, I don't want the drama. I don't want the grief and the pain. And maybe I don't know. They just once again they end up feeling off balance because they're not being in their integrity. I mean, I almost get the sense they don't exactly know what that means. They have these grand ideas, these big visions of how things could be, but when it comes to the day-to-day minutia of actually being in a commitment and truly doing that, they 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 don't know how to do it. This person is emotionally stunted in a way. It feels I get the feeling that you're just like, no thanks. But let me finish off with I'm going to pick a couple angel cards just as a final something. What's on your side? Transformation, which is beautiful. Transformation is really difficult because essentially it means like it's it's the caterpillar dying, turning into this caterpillar soup, but then being reformed into the butterfly, something completely different. It is not an easy or fun process, but oh my god, what happens, who you are when you come out the other side is amazing. And on their side, we have education. They're getting schooled in the ways to be and not to be. Here you are, you're using this situation as a way to glow up, as a way to spiritually, you're having some kind of huge spiritual transformation, I feel. Because I wanted to say, like, it's almost like you're letting your higher power decide for you. Because this is your next action, and you're like, she's the angel, and you're like, okay, I'm stepping back, and I'm just gonna let myself be guided in how to proceed, and that's what creates this outcome that you're just like, oh no, I know that maybe even if, like I said, if you do decide to give this a try again, um it's it's immediately evident that this isn't the right thing for you, and and it's all because of transformation that's been happening, and this will boost you into some next level. So it's really good for you, and for this person, it's a huge lesson because I get the impression they're going to lose you for good this time. Maybe not completely from their life, but you're not being with you as a committed partner is off the table. I don't know. At least for now. Or, when you get to this point, because they still need to figure out their stuff. They haven't evolved. They haven't transformed themselves. And I feel like that you're going to want somebody who carries that same weight, that same energy as you do. So, anyway, wow. There's your reading. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And thank you again so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing.